Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another episode of Brickmania TV. Brickmaniacs, welcome back. Today on Brickmania TV, Cody is going to show off his all-new Stuka.
Stuka. I looked up the title.
Stuka. Stuka.
Ju87 G-2 Stuka. That's what we put on the boxes.
With like laughter in
So we have a kit.
Are you okay?
You want to see the
What's
kit?
going on?
Yes. See the kit?
You get the box?
Box.
Nice.
Ju87 G2 Stuka. Space, no space, hyphen, I don't know. You tell me.
Hyphen.
So this is a successor to my original Stuka model, which was based on the B model. That was Fall of France. We had that themed month going on. I think that was 2 years ago, where we had the yellow nose and the yellow tail, and that was the plane. So there's more history in that video, because this is a 1944 version of the aircraft, and this is just one of those military vehicles that there's so many variants. So finding a specific variant to do that was 1944 related, because that's our yearly theme, 1944. I went with the G2 because we got a lot of requests for the anti-tank guns.
Yeah, I took those out.
The tank buster.
Tank busters. Very, very cool.
So this, the G2 was based off of the D5 model, which had a longer wingspan, about 2 feet longer, I think on each wing. And so that really did just got more pointy. On the other model I had, they were shorter, but they still had the same angle to the wings.
Yeah, these really have a...
So they just became more pointy.
Right.
And then in doing so, you can have better maneuverability, and you can carry more of a load with a longer wing, larger wing surface. So that's one of the more notable features of it, other than color scheme has changed. Like I said, they used to have a yellow nose and a yellow tail early war, just so they don't get shot by their own anti-aircraft guns. And so yeah, like the BF-109 that I created earlier. Oh, that was the end of December. End of December 2018. There again, they reduced the color of the nose, just reduced all the yellow.
As Allied air superiority kind of became more of a threat than their ground forces.
Right. So exactly.
Makes sense.
So now they just have yellow under the wingtips and a little stripe on the tail, and that varies from plane to plane. They only had about 200 G2s that were converted to G2s with the tank buster pack. So yeah, the canopy changed a little bit. It's a little more tapered back, different engine. Like I said, pointier wings, longer wings.
Any notable battles that this would have participated in, or raids or campaigns?
Yeah, it's well, the Germans didn't have as many tanks as the Russians had, and they're just pounding them with T-34s. So they needed help from the air to attack the Russian T-34s. So that's where they developed this gun.
Okay,
put a gun pack on there.
Yeah, you were we were talking earlier. You mentioned some interesting connection with the A-10 actually.
Yeah, so there's a famous Stuka pilot who wrote a book entitled Stuka Pilot.
Simple enough.
I think that's what it was, Stuka Pilot. Anyways, it ended up being required reading for anyone who was involved in the A-10 Thunderbolt II program, or the A-10 Warthog, just as a ground attack aircraft. Right. So that was just an interesting note that I discovered in some research.
Cool.
So it has, two 37mm anti-tank guns. They were based off of the 37mm FlaK 18 guns, and they replaced the round that goes in it with a tungsten carbide armor-piercing round. Each gun would carry 6 rounds, so you don't have a lot to shoot with, but if you're a really good shot, you can theoretically take out 12 tanks.
Theoretically?
Theoretically.
Did that ever happen in practice?
I have no idea. I highly doubt it, because you're dodging people shooting at you from the ground. You know, the hope is that you could at least probably take out 1 tank. Right. Maybe 2. Depending on how many runs you take. It could still carry bombs. Originally it was developed to carry bombs and be a dive bomber. and then it sort of evolved. They actually toyed with the idea of eliminating the JU entirely once they lost air superiority. And other aircraft kind of fulfilled that fighter bomber role, like the FlaK was one of them that could carry bombs and be an adequate fighter as well to evade Allied aircraft from shooting them out of the sky. It's a big plane, it's pretty slow, but it packs a punch, and it's well armored.
Yeah.
And it also has 2 machine guns in the tail, 7.92 machine guns. Originally on my first Stuka, I only had 1 machine gun back there, MG15. They upped that to 2. And I just simulated this with the Brick Arms air-cooled 50 caliber short barrels.
Kind of get a closer look there.
I just chose to just have the barrels sticking out. It's more functional. You can aim them around more than you could putting the entire machine gun in there.
Wait, what happens if you do this? Oh, ho, ho.
Oh,
shoot forward.
Exactly.
That's not how that actually works.
But yeah, that's how you lift it up. You can fit a figure in there.
Yes.
You can fit a pilot in there, and there's a little bit of cockpit details. I didn't have any cockpit details.
Just go over your model. It's cool.
Yeah, I didn't have hardly any cockpit details before. I don't know if camera guy can see, but there's just a Lego printed dash piece with the gauges on there. There's a joystick in there, and
it does fit too. It fits.
Does fit
both
too.
guys can fit in there.
Both guys. Printing on this, we have the printed white Balkan Cruise on the tops of the wings. That's 2 pieces make up that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's something I sort of went off of the original Stuka. We did that, but they had the black in the middle. So this is just the white.
Right.
And then printed on the sides also, so you don't have to fiddle with those little tiny stickers.
Right. Whenever possible, we try and incorporate printing, but sometimes stickers just work better in certain applications.
Yeah, definitely certain applications, because sometimes you can't always build a good model, and keeping in mind that, it's better just to put a sticker over these multiple pieces to get, certain shapes down.
No! Stickers over multiple pieces.
Yeah, that's something we do.
Sometimes.
We do that. In this case, you don't.
You don't?
Oh, no, you do.
Wait,
on the other side.
You're a liar. Oh!
Other side.
Heresy.
Black ones on the other side. And smaller wheel coverings.
Yeah, that's one of the first things that I noticed in this model, the upgrade from the previous one, is those are really slick.
Pretty slick.
I don't know if you can see those from the side.
Yeah. It's, it's a little cleaner of a design than the other one. Still functions well, the wheels still turn.
Yeah, it'll be a front view of that. It's a good use of that Technic piece connecting up to the wing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Took some time to figure it out, but it's almost a complete redesign of the other Stuka, so there's hardly anything that's really similar in build style. This is more in line with what I did with the Corsair skull wing, having slopes going down, and then...
So you can really get that, it's got a nice, accurate upswept, first down and then upswept wings.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we have flaps on the back. And I also included a flap here, which I didn't have in the original. So you have an accurate looking flap all the way down the wing.
Cool.
And they did, they jutted out from the back of the wing. That's not an error in building. They did have a gap between the wing and the flap, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, at first look, you do see that gap, and it's like, is that right? But according, you matched up with the real model, like that's how it looked.
That's what that is.
Cool. Got
the spiral nose like we did on the BF-109, the most recent one.
Yep.
Got that huge fat propeller.
Yeah.
That's also a really iconic feature of the Stuka, I find. It's just a really fat blade on that propeller.
Cool. Yeah. Some cool. I like the techniques of the pistols in the cockpit. I thought that was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Again, that's copied that off of the BF-109.
Yeah.
Same style cockpit. And it's of German make, so they're both of German make, and there's these features on there and build styles that translate between the models.
Right on. So. Cool. I can talk about the figures if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yes. Comes with 2 pilots, pilot and a co-pilot, and they are decked out with these leather jackets. And have these been in kits before?
Yeah.
I believe you included these.
I think they were the original Stuka, guys.
Yeah, so there's a slight update. I have there's a leather texture. You can kind of subtly see it.
Same as the BF-109.
Okay, yes.
Yep.
You have seen these before then. So there's some subtle leather patterns going on. Kind of that wrinkly leather.
Yeah, leather. It's cool.
Yep.
It's a fun figure to hold on to. You feel the texture of it. It feels like a jacket, you know?
It does, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yes. All right, that is the episode. For more information, please check out brickmania.com. Thanks, Cody, and thank you for watching.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
To Cody.
And you.
And me.
And Brickmania, most importantly.